Trump's $1.5 trillion defense ambition, a massive expansion of U.S. military might. President-elect Donald Trump has signaled a radical shift in American fiscal and defense policy by calling for the U.S. military budget to rise to $1.5 trillion. This proposed increase represents a surge of more than 50% from current spending levels, marking one of the most significant peacetime military expansions in modern history. 1. The financial scale. The current U.S. defense budget hovers around $850 billion to $900 billion. Moving to $1.5 trillion would place military spending at a level not seen since the height of the Cold War or the peak of the Iraq and Afghanistan conflicts when adjusted for inflation. Trump's justification for this historic investment is rooted in his peace through strength doctrine. He argues that the current U.S. military is depleted and requires a total overhaul to deter global adversaries. 2. Strategic objectives. The proposed funds are expected to be funneled into several high-priority areas: nuclear modernization, speeding up the replacement of the nuclear triad, land-based missiles, submarine-launched missiles, and strategic bombers; naval expansion, reviving the goal of a 355-ship Navy to counter China's growing maritime influence in the Indo-Pacific; the Iron Dome for America. Trump has repeatedly promised to build a state-of-the-art missile defense shield over the entire United States, similar to Israel's Iron Dome, but on a continental scale. Recruitment and readiness, addressing the military's recent recruitment shortfalls by increasing pay and improving base housing and benefits. 4. Economic and political friction. The proposal has immediately sparked a firestorm of debate in Washington. The deficit challenge. Fiscal hawks and many Democrats point out that a $1.5 trillion defense budget, combined with Trump's promised tax cuts, could send the national debt spiraling. Finding offsets for such a massive sum would require deep cuts to social programs, education, or infrastructure. The DOGE contradiction. Interestingly, this call for massive spending comes at the same time Trump has tasked Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy via the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, with cutting $2 trillion in federal waste. Reconciling a massive military spend with a massive cut to the bureaucracy will be a central challenge for the incoming administration. Defense contractors. Major aerospace and defense firms saw stock fluctuations following the news as investors weigh the potential for massive new contracts against the possibility of DOGE-led audits into military waste and price gouging. Global implications. Internationally, the message is clear. Trump intends to use the U.S. Treasury as a tool of geopolitical leverage. By dramatically outspending rivals like China and Russia, the administration hopes to force adversaries into a position where they cannot compete technologically or numerically. However, critics warn that such a move could trigger a global arms race, prompting China and Russia to increase their own budgets, thereby heightening global tensions rather than diffusing them. Conclusion. Trump's $1.5 trillion defense proposal is more than just a budget request. It is a statement of intent to reestablish undisputed American military hegemony. Whether he can navigate a divided Congress and a looming debt crisis to achieve this figure remains the most significant question for his second term's national security agenda.